And in fact, perhaps Mayuk can also explain this to you, why exactly Jyotipriya Mallick was fighting so very hard when CCTV cameras were basically placed inside his room. He had fought for it and got the CCTV removed from his room. And thereafter, CRPF personnel were actually deployed to round the clock to monitor every possible movement of Jyotipriya Mallick. It turns out that on the night of 16th of December, when the CRPF actually found a handwritten letter, in that letter, he makes a mention of the assets or the proceeds of crime and how exactly can they conceal it or move it. And one such person whose name was Shah Jahan Sheikh that we have already spoken about. Let's put out the second big breaking news now coming in. Republic TV, only network with full details of that secret letter. We are now putting out the name of the other person who was mentioned by Jyotipriya Mallick, and once again searches were basically carried out today at the residence of the ex-chairman of Bengal municipality. We are being told that Shankar Adya's residence was also searched by the enforcement directorate. Top sources now telling us that besides evidence being collected which indicated Shankar Adya being the beneficiary of proceeds of crime, name found to be incorporated in the handwritten note by Jyotipriya Mallick, it was also suspected that they were depositing and transferring the proceeds of crime generated through the PDS scam. So let me just quickly go back to Mayuk. Mayuk, another crucial name coming out in public. This is Shankar Adya. His name was also mentioned by Jyotipriya Mallick in that secret letter.
Absolutely, Shravan. This Shankar Adya is also a Trinamool leader. So, time and again, I'm saying that Mamata Banerjee cannot deny the fact that clear evidences are there where Trinamool leaders have been involved in this massive food scam in Bengal. After cash for job scam, this food scam is one of the biggest scam in 2023 and in 2024 also. We are getting the biggest leads in Republic Network, and you have said about this Shankar Adya. Who is Shankar Adya? Like Shah Jahan, who used to operate, who still operates in Sundarban areas. This Shankar Adya is a big-time operator in the Indo-Bangladesh border areas of North 24 Parganas district. North 24 Parganas is a very sensitive district. Time and again, when Jyotipriya Mallick was the leader of that district, time and again there were accusations. Again, I'm saying there were accusations of infiltration. In fact, we have seen Trinamool leaders clearly mentioning in broad daylight that this Bangladeshi people will be in the voter list and this people who are against Trinamool Congress will be chucked out of the list. So it's a clear roadmap, and most importantly, this Shankar Adya, his name being mentioned in Jyotipriya Mallick's letter, it's actually another evidence forward because of the fact that Shankar Adya used to run the entire the rationing scam log sheet. So basically, he used to keep the logs, he used to keep all the secret mentioning in particular diaries. So right now what we are getting in is that he was trying to destruct the evidences, he was trying to destruct all the instructions that Jyotipriya Mallick had given him, so that there is a cutoff between Shankar Adya and Jyotipriya Mallick. Because what ED officers are trying to find out is the tip of the iceberg, of the highest level of the pyramid of corruption. Jyotipriya Mallick is not the apex level of corruption. The tip of the pyramid must be someone bigger than Jyotipriya Mallick is what the investigators are assuming, are trying to get. And most importantly, if this Shah Jahan Sheikh, they can destroy the evidences, this Shankar Adya, they can destroy the evidences of this multi-crore corruption, then Jyotipriya Mallick will be the last person where the buck stops, and that investigators are trying to resist because of the fact that Jyotipriya Mallick can also be a handler, a very influential handler. Someone bigger than Jyotipriya Mallick can be the main accused in this entire food scam. Shravan.
Well, Mayuk, I'll just request you to stay on with us while I'll also put out some more details that are now coming in with regards to the charge sheet that has been accessed by Republic TV. What I'm going to do right now is going to take our viewers through the details of this charge sheet. For the first time, it's coming out to the public for all our viewers. Before I do that, while we prepare some of the elements that we're going to put out for everyone to understand, because the matter appears to be a little complicated, so I'll try and help our viewers understand why this is very important, why it is basically meant for the poor that was taken away, snatched not for once, multiple times, and this is yet another example of how what is supposed to be, what is meant for the public, is basically taken away by our netas. First, before I go into the details of the charge sheet, once it is ready, I'm going to put that out. But I'm going to just quickly take you through the two-page incident report, because in this incident report, Mayuk, please bear with me, we are going to put out now details of what really happened this morning and what is it that the Enforcement Directorate has now reported to their headquarters here in the national capital. Now, they say that they had got information with regards to the alleged involvement of Shah Jahan Sheikh, Trinamool Congress convener, and I'm quoting from the incident report. They say that during the investigation, it was found that the proceeds of crime was laundered by Jyotiproy Mallick through his various close associates. The close associates here happens to be Jyotsna Adya and also Shah Jahan Sheikh and Shankar Adya. They are all beneficiaries of this particular scam. The planning that the Enforcement Directorate had was to carry out searches at 17 locations. 3 locations belonging to Shah Jahan Sheikh, Trinamool Congress convener. They say that the moment the Enforcement Directorate team reached Shah Jahan Sheikh, they contacted him on his mobile number. He disconnected the phone. Mobile location at that time indicated that he was inside the house. Let's put that out. The big breaking news. Enforcement Directorate found out using his mobile phone tower, mobile location, that he was inside the house. The Enforcement Directorate team noticed that within half an hour, mob of around 1,000 to 2,000 people gathered there, surrounded the ED team and the CRPF personnel. So while he not only disconnected the call, he made certain other calls and ensured that there was a mob outside, circled his entire residence, so that the Enforcement Directorate and the CRPF, roughly about 27 people is what we are being told, in 2 premises, they were completely geared out. They were not allowed to enter, is what we are given to understand. And it just does not end there, ladies and gentlemen. Immediately thereafter, sloganeering begins, stone pelting takes place, and you have at least 3 ED officers being grievously injured. Let me just also bring in Mayuk once again. Mayuk, if you're ready with the details of the incident report that has also been accessed by Republic TV, I'm holding the report with me here. Makes it very clear that this man wants to hide something. Obviously, if the Enforcement Directorate had managed to enter his residence, probably they would have caught hold of what many would say a gold mine in this particular case.
Absolutely, Shravan, and this is a horrific incident that Bengal has witnessed today. Time and again, we have seen violence in West Bengal, but Enforcement Directorate officers running, getting into cars, the Central Force officer coming in front of Republic Bangla camera and saying that those were horrific incidents, that they had said that there were 2,000, 3,000 people, the mob were trying to kill us, and if they were not out of that situation, they would have died. And the incident report clearly mentions that Shah Jahan Sheikh, and every time you're mentioning a gold mine in this entire corruption case. Shah Jahan Sheikh, I'm repeating, Shah Jahan Sheikh can lead to a gold mine of information, and big names can be mentioned if Shah Jahan is questioned. That is what the opposition leaders are saying. But right now, the incident report, which is also with me in my hand here, the name of this entire the place, the Sandesh Khali, it's in Sundarban. It's like 300 kilometers from Kolkata. The most important point here is that just after the incident, within 2 hours, the CRPF commandant, the deputy commandant, they rushed into the spot. But what was the police doing? The Bengal police, the role of the Bengal police. Governor of West Bengal has summoned the chief secretary, the home secretary, and the DG of West Bengal police, and they have he has asked the same question: what was Bengal police doing? Because Bengal police was completely mum and silent and regarding the entire incident. They were not seen anywhere in the periphery of this incident. So what took the Bengal police so much time after CRPF Deputy Commandant rushed in from Kolkata, after the Commandant of CRPF in Kolkata, they rushed to the spot, the media was there. What was the police superintendent in South 24 Parganas doing, and what was the DG of West Bengal doing? Because this is clearly not in some other remote location in Bengal, in northern hills of Bengal. This is just near to Sundarbans, and it's just a drive of 3 hours from Kolkata, 2.5 hours, 3 hours drive from Kolkata. What was the Kolkata police doing? What was the top leadership of the Kolkata police and Bengal police was doing? This is the biggest controversy that is brewing in Kolkata, in Bengal right now, Shravan.